Hi, my name is Rob Garcia. This is Steve Wilson. He's an SU alumni and he does marketing at Subrunners Restaurant. He's currently applying for a position as Director of Marketing at the Green Turtle Chain Restaurant. And with that, Steve, why do you want this job?
I want this job because it sounds like a great opportunity to move into another company that has some ability to move upward in the chain, this position's more fitting with where I want to be in the next year than where I am currently. Unfortunately, the job at Subrunners is very limiting, and because it's only a one-unit location, a lot of the stuff I already do for Subrunners, I already have experience to help the Green Turtle.
Okay, so you think that your job and your work at Subrunners has prepared you for working at the chain?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, what are your short-term goals? Goals that you want to accomplish within a year?
My immediate short-term goal is to get accepted into a MBA program with a concentration in marketing. Just because I feel like it's time for me to not only expand my education, but help me with the upward mobility that I want. And then also, just as a personal goal, I want to take the opportunity to learn 3D printing and that type of thing just as a hobby.
Okay, can you give me an example of an idea you conceived and implemented?
I wrote the marketing plan for Subrunners and used a combination of social media, digital marketing, traditional marketing, print, TV, and guerrilla marketing to help build their brand.
Okay. Now, let's say at the end of the day, you go through your social media, Facebook, and you see a bunch of different comments there. Usually you get your boss's approval before you answer any of these comments, but he's not around today. Do you go ahead and you answer them anyway?
Yes, I usually do take care of it immediately. It doesn't only make us look good that we're taking care of it immediately and addressing it. It also kind of relieves the escalation of the problem. We find that if we don't answer it immediately, then it's harder to retain that customer. And sometimes it's just a simple fix.
So you think you have the trust of your current boss to go ahead and answer even negative comments?
Yes.
Okay, describe how you handle a situation if you had to finish multiple tasks by the end of the day, but you weren't able to accomplish all of them.
I've run into that. I've run into that situation a couple times, and I just finished them. It took me a couple extra hours in my day, but I just finished it to make sure it was done and make sure it was done right.
How would you explain to your boss that you weren't able to go ahead and finish the task in the required time frame?
That has never been an issue with the current boss, because he knows sometimes he understands that sometimes stuff can't be done immediately.
Now, as far as marketing goes, what is the most difficult decision you had to make at Subrunners?
Most difficult? Probably just making sure that, what's working and what's not working. If the return on investment is not there, do we do away with it, or do we just tweak it a little bit and try it again? That's always been an issue with a limited marketing budget. One example was, did we pull ourselves out of the yellow book and the local book way before a lot of people did, and that was a good decision, but it was a hard decision to make because at one time it was a very good marketing tool for us to get customers in, but not now. People don't use the phone book the way they used to.
Now that also brings up, if you had to go ahead and make a decision which may alienate someone who's been with the company for a while or has had a relationship with the company for a while, do you think you could do that?
Yes, I mean that's another issue. We did have a few customers that were upset because we did pull our information out of the local book, just because they were used to coming in and seeing it, but we worked with the customer to make sure that we could come to a solution that would work for both parties.
All right. Let's say you had someone suffer from food poisoning at Subrunners. How would you go about fixing that problem?
Well,
In the marketing.
you know, unfortunately, it's depending on the level of it. If it's one customer, we usually, you know, talk with the customer, give them a gift certificate, apologize. If it's multiple customers, then we may have to have the health department come in and investigate to make sure that our food prep techniques and procedures are not failing. And then it just depends on, you know, how escalated it gets, because one comment can get escalated out of proportions.
Yeah, that's important to remember at the green curve. So do you have any questions for me?
My only question is this a new position?
This is not a new position. We currently have an assistant director of marketing, but she's getting ready to retire within a year or so. And what we want you to do is bring people in to go to learn from her before we go ahead and just go ahead and let her go. So with that, Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll go ahead and we'll get back to you.
Thank you.